So really quickly this afternoon, I just wanted to share with you guys where we put our baby chickens as they progress to big chickens, right? So we just got our new, some new chickens for this year. This is the end of February in Iowa. Still cold out. So they start off here in our fur shed where it's warm, of course, in a tank and with a heat lamp, of course, because they are just about, what I would say, maybe 3 days old. We've had them for 2 days. They hatch them right after they're born. I mean, they ship them right after they hatch. So I would say these are probably about 3 days old today. So now what happens, so they'll be here in here for a little while. And then in our chicken coop that we have outside, how we built it, the bottom, on the one side, the bottom, we call the brooder area. And what it is we just, on the outside of the chicken coop, we built another little door, like low down. And so we can lift it up, and so we can get to them that way to feed and water them and check them without having to go into the big chicken coop area. Now, if you go into the big chicken coop area, though, they are underneath the nest boxes. Okay, and it's wire. Okay, and it's wire, so you can see them, and then they can see the chickens, and the other chickens can see them, and they're ventilated. And then on the one end inside the chicken coop, there's another door too, in case we have to go through that way to get them. So that is their, so they, number one here inside, number two in their brooder area in the chicken coop. Now, the number 3 area is the tricky area. Okay, so you have a chicken who's not probably about this big at this point, okay, because once they outgrow the brooder area, because it's not a very tall area. So you have chickens that be about like this big. Now, this is not big enough, though, to go with the big chickens in the chicken coop area, because first of all, they're not that big. They can still get out through the holes of the fence. The big chickens, the geese, the ducks may be mean to them. So what do you do with them, right? We have a problem sometimes with this. Last year was our worst year we've ever had. Before, we never had that bad of stuff happen, but last year was hard for us to keep them to get to graduated to the big area. So anyways, this year what we're going to do is we have an area that is fenced off. It's like a little pen area, okay? Our problem was, though, that there were holes, even your normal small hole that a chicken could not get in out of, a wild animal could get in. Mostly they were minks. So I would have to say we had very devastating time with minks last year. We don't like minks now. Anyways, so they could get in, and then they would, kill it. But anyway, so what we're going to do this year, though, we're going to revamp that so much for keeping these chickens safe. And actually what we're going to do is we're not going to do that. We're going to X out that area where they were. The new area is going to be, we're going to actually add on to the chicken coop a side to make it be like an L. So like right now, here it is. It's like this is a box, right? On this side, we're going to add on. So now the chicken coop will look like an L. And this will be the area where will be for medium-sized chickens. And we'll have a little outside area, so then they can go out, but then be separate, right? But then have a big building that mostly are going to stay in, so then the wild animals do not know that they are there. And also, you have the geese protecting them, that area. The geese, the turkeys, the ducks. We are always, in that area. So they're not really separated, because, wild animals like separation. That's how they get their prey. And so we're not going to let that happen this year. And then, of course, once they get past their medium height, they're big enough, we will open it up to the big chickens, and then that's where they'll be. So that is our plan this year. Check back. We will video, and we will show you as we do that progression, as the baby chickens go to their stages to become big chickens and lay us wonderful eggs to share. Have a blessed night. Bye.